Hi students, a very pleasant and warm greetings to you all. Hope you are doing good. Last session we have learned about network examples and protocols, right? In this session we are going to see about OSI models in details, okay? In OSI model we have seen OSI means Open System Interconnection, right? In the year 1934 it was found and we are going to see the OSI layers now, right? What are the OSI layers? Last session itself I told you physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layer, right? Let's see this OSI layers in detail. First layer is physical layer. Okay, this physical layer defines the electrical and physical specifications for a device. Okay, next the second layer is data link layer. Okay, this guarantees that the data transmitted are free of errors. From the name itself we can say data link layer. That means it guarantees the data is transmitted without errors. Okay, this layer has simple protocols like 802.3 for Ethernet and for Wi-Fi 802.11. Okay, data link layer has simple protocols for Ethernet 802.3 and for Wi-Fi 802.11. Okay. Then the third layer is network layer. This determines the path of the data packets. Okay. Data packets will be moving in a path and this network layer will be determining the path of this data packet. Okay. This layer is responsible for the routing of this data packets using the IP address. Okay, the fourth layer is transport layer. This layer guarantees the transportation or it guarantees the that the data is sent successfully. Okay, this includes the error checking process also. Okay, this transport layer is the fourth layer and this guarantees the transportation or the data is sent successfully, that process, and this includes the error checking process also. Okay, and the fifth layer is session layer. Session layer only identifies the established system session between various network entities. Okay, this controls the dialogues between the computer. Okay, for example, while accessing a system remotely, the session is created between your computer and the remote system, right? So this is the session layer. That session means we'll say a particular part or a particular section only we'll say it as session. Okay, and the sixth layer is presentation layer. Presentation layer does the translation of the data to one layer to another layer, that is to the next layer. Okay, it will prepare the data to the application layer. Okay, presentation layer is the sixth layer and the seventh layer is the application layer. So this presentation layer will prepare the data to the application layer, right? This encryption and decryption protocols occurs in this layer only. Okay, for what this encryption, decryption and all are done? Encryption, decryption means we know this is used to secure the data, right? This as secure circuit layer. So this layer will say it as secure circuit layer. Why? This encryption and decryption protocols occur in this layer only. Encryption means we'll be protecting the data or some message through a encrypted form. That means you are having a message, you will give a coding to that. You will give a code to that particular message and it will change to it will be changed like a code, and again decryption means that code will change to the original message, that is decryption. Okay, and the seventh layer is application layer. This will act as the user interface platform which comes with the software within the system. Okay, this application layer acts as the user interface platform comprises of software within the system. Okay, so these are the 7 layers. What are the layers? Physical layer, first one is physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layer. Okay, Are you clear about this OSI layer? And the next topic is TCP bar IP. TCP means Transmission Control Protocol, right? IP means Internet Protocol, okay? TCP bar IP, Transmission Control Protocol or Internet Protocol. This TCP bar IP is a set of protocols. This governs the communication among all the computers in this internet, okay, which are connected in this internet. If your system is connected through internet, it must be connected through this set of protocols only, right? This set of protocols only, TCP bar IP, okay. This protocols will inform you the information which should be packaged, which should be the data which has to be sent or the data which has to be received. These all the things will be informed by this TCP bar IP only, right? Now let's see the working of this TCP. Okay, this TCP bar IP is a combination of two protocols, as we saw already, transmission control protocol and internet protocol, right? In this internet protocol typically specifies the logistics of the packet that we are sent over the network. That means through the internet some data will be sent, right? So this specifies the packages which has to go or and which has to go where, right? Which packets has to move and where it has to go, how it will get there. This and all will be decided by this internet protocol only. Okay, this transmission control protocol is accountable for guaranteeing the trustworthy transmission of data. It checks if any packet is not transmitted and submits it again, right? This transmission control protocol means it is like checking, right? Checking means it will just see whether the transmission is done successfully. If any packets are not transmitted successfully, it will check it and it will again submit it and the process will be done again. Understood? Frequent TCP bar IP protocol or HTTP, that is used between a web client and a web server. Okay, this guarantees a non-secure data transmission. Okay, HTTPS, this is used between a web client and a web server, and this ensures secure data transmission. And FTP is used between the computers for sending and receiving files. Okay, now let's see about the domain names and TCP bar IP address. Okay, the address for any website will be given. Every system will have a domain name and a IP address, right? This is not easy as to remember the domain name or used instead, right? For example, if you are having a computer, it will be named as 126.82.136.164. If this is IP address for Google, and the google.com is the domain name. Understood? Let's see the different layers of TCP bar IP here. Okay, 4 layers are there in this TCP bar IP protocol. Okay, first one is network access layer. Next is internet layer. Next one is transport layer and application layer, right? Network access layer means this is concerned with the building packets. Okay, internet layer means this describes how packets are to be delivered. Okay, transport layer means this ensures the proper transmission of data. Okay, application layer means this does the application networking processes and all. These processes will include FTP. FTP means file transfer protocol. HTTP means hypertext transfer protocol. Simple mail transfer protocol, SMTP. These are the application networks, right? Application layer will do what process it will do? It will do all the application networking processes. Okay, these are the application process. Okay, the other network protocols are network protocols other than this OSI, TCP bar, IP means it will be implemented for security purposes over this internet and this for this communication processes, right? The other network protocols are HTTPS, SSL, SFTP, And some other networks in network layer are IP, ARP, ICMP, IGMP. Okay. In the transport layer, if you see there, TCP, UDP and all are there. And here in this application layer, HTTP. Okay. HTTP, FTP, Telenet, SMTP and DNS. Okay. HTTPS position means this is Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. HTTP means it is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. We saw that it is an unsecure data transmission. HTTPS means HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. Okay, it's a protocol where encoded data transfer on a secure connection. Okay, this HTTPS make data more safe. Okay, this will give a security for the data over the public networks like in Wi-Fi also. Okay. Here in this diagram, if you see, you can just get an idea. TCP bar IP, this OSI model and this TCP bar IP model are also given here in these other network layers. Okay. For example, let us take a bank website. Okay. When we go to the login page, we can see HTTPS in address bar with some specific design, right? HTTPS deals with this financial transactions or to transfer the personal details, and this is a more secured process, right? If you are transferring amount or if you are giving a personal details for this purposes and all, this HTTPS is done. Okay, banking websites are common examples for this HTTPS. Okay, data will be exchanged between the user and the website, and this should not be stolen or this cannot be read or this should not be altered by a third party, right? For that only here HTTPS, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, is used. Okay, in layman's terms, HTTPS guarantees that user watch websites that they want to watch, right? Data exchanged between the user and the website cannot be seen by any of the third party apps or any of the third person, right? But can't encrypt everything. It can encrypt only the uh, details which is inside this HTTPS, right? It has some limitations too. For example, here in this HTTPS can't encrypt the host address and the port numbers. TCP bar IP procedures are based on a layered framework. Okay, this TCP bar IP has 4 layers. You can just see in this diagram here. TCP bar IP, we saw application layer, transport layer, network interface layer, right? Network interface layer is the bottommost layer in this TCP bar IP, right? Here, this comparable to the open system interconnections, physical and the data link layers, different TCP bar IP protocols can be used in this layer, right? Ethernet and token ring for local area networks and protocols like X.25, X.25, frame relay and ATM for wide area networks. Wide area networks we have seen already, WAN, right? WAN, wide area network. This is assumed to be unreliable layer. Okay, this network interface layer is an unreliable layer. And the next layer top to the network interface layer is network layer. Okay, this is the layer where the data is addressed, packaged and routed among the network. Okay, the important internet protocols that operate in this network layer are Internet Protocol, Address Resolution Protocol, that is ARP, and Internet Control Message Protocol, that is ICMP. Okay, Internet Protocol means routable protocol. Here, this uses the IP address to deliver the packets, right? This is an unreliable protocol. This will not guarantee the delivery of information, right? This ARP we have seen in the previous that topic itself. ARP is address resolution protocol. Okay, this resolves the IP address to medium access control, right? This medium access control, we'll say it as MAC. Okay, medium access control address. A medium access control address is a hardware identification number. Okay, this will uniquely identify each device in a network. Okay, that means to map the IP address, that means each system or each network will have address, right? To map this IP networking address to the hardware address. Okay, and internet control message protocol means ICMP. We have seen IGMP and ICMP. ICMP is internet control message protocol. IGMP is internet group management protocol. Okay, ICMP, internet control message protocol, is used by the network devices to send, if there is any error, a message will be sent. Okay, and the operational informations also. For example, if a host or a router might not be reached, or a request service is not presented, this network device will send a message. Okay, that is internet control message protocol. Okay, and the next one is internet group management protocol. Internet group management protocol means it is a communication protocol which is used by the host and routers to send the multicast messages. That means it is used to send group messages. A group of people can communicate here in this internet group management protocol to multiple IP address at the same time, right? Next, we are going to see about the transport layer. Okay, the session will be recognized and the data packets will be swapped between the host in this layer. Okay, the two main protocols established in this transport layer are, one is TCP and the other one is UDP. TCP, we know it already, transmission control protocol. UDP means user datagram protocol. Okay, TCP means this transmission control protocol provides the reliable connection between two hosts. Okay, oriented transmission between this two hosts. This will ensure the delivery of packets between these hosts. Okay, this TCP means, as we saw before, if there is a sender and a receiver, this TCP will ensure, or it will guarantee whether the data is transferred correctly or the data is sent correctly. That things will be managed by this TCP. Okay, so it's called transmission control protocol. Okay, transmission means some data is sent from a sender to, and it is received by a receiver, right? So this ensures the delivery of packets between the host. Okay, and the next one is user datagram protocol, that is UDP. This provides connectionless, unreliable one-to-one or one-to-many delivery. Okay, in this UDP, this provides connectionless, unreliable. It can have one sender and one receiver, or it may have one sender and many receivers also, right? So one-to-one delivery or one-to-many delivery is also possible in this UDP, user datagram protocol. Okay, and the next layer is application layer. Okay, application layer of this TCP bar IP model is same as the session or presentation and application layers of the OSA reference model. Okay, the most popular application layer protocols are Hypertext Transfer Protocol. We all know HTTP, right? Hypertext Transfer Protocol, File Transfer Protocol, FTP, SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, DNS, Domain Name System. Okay. What are the layers which come in this application layer protocols? Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTTP. This is the core protocol of this www itself. www is World Wide Web, right? This is the core protocol of the World Wide Web. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTTP. And the next one is File Transfer Protocol, FTP. This enables a client to send and receive complete files from a server, right? This FTP will enable a client to send and receive a complete file from the server. Okay, and the next one is Telnet. That means it connects to another computer on a network. Okay, if a network is there, it will connect one computer to another computer, right? That is Telnet. And the next one is SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. This will provide the email services and all. And the last one is DNS, Domain Name System. This refer to the other host computers by using the names. Okay, uh, before and all we saw it will be based on the IP address, like numbers, right? That IP address and all will be based on the numbers. Here domain name system means this will refer to other host computers by using their names. Okay, that's all. We have come to the end of this chapter. So we have completed our chapter. Which chapter? Network. About network protocols we have learned, right? This TCP bar IP and the layers in this TCP bar IP and also this OSI model are important questions. You make sure you read it thoroughly and try to learn it today itself, right? In this chapter, network examples and protocols, we have learned about this network, right? We have learned about networking protocols and we have learned about internet, intranet, extranet, and we have seen the comparison between these internet, intranet, extranet and all. And then we have seen about mobile networks, the generations of the mobile networks. Do you remember the generations? First generation 1G, second generation 2G, second to third generation bridge 2.5, right? That is GPRS launch, and third generation 3G, fourth generation 4G, fifth generation 5G. And then we have seen about WLANs 802.11, and we have seen about RFID and RFID tags and all. And we have seen about OSI model and the layers in OSI model. What are the layers? We saw physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer and application layer, right? And then we have seen about TCP bar IP, transmission control protocol, internet protocol, TCP bar IP, and then we have seen different layers in this TCP bar IP also, network access layer, internet layer, transport layer and application layer, right? And we have seen these layers also in detail. So make sure you read it today itself. Okay, thank you for your valuable time. Stay home, stay safe, take care, bye.